Looks like this is gonna be broken like all the time. Okay, I think this is working. So, hello, good evening, dzień dobry. Let's see here. We're still trying to troubleshoot before we make the first slice. So I'm looking for is the thing that I can't find right now. So ain't that fun? Let's see. Let's just bring this over here. Cool, cool. So I have seriously considered, and maybe this will be the kickoff to doing Wednesday streams on the YouTube. So today we're just gonna start right away because admittedly I am pretty hungry, and also I meant to start sooner anyway. Yeah, actually, I'm going to let's actually make a tweet about this, shall we? I am so bad at the whole, hey, let's just go and see what happens. So we'll just pop on over to this. We'll just pop on over to the twit side. So today we are making okonomiyaki. Woo! Okay. Just so that I can say I did it. So, without further ado, let's actually get the cooking portion of this done. Because I'm also like running out of phone battery because the phone did not charge. So, I guess we're going to start by making the batter. So, to make the batter, I still have a bunch of chickpea flour. So, that's super duper funsies. As I'm trying to figure out ways to use this up, where the flavor of the flour is not the prevalent thing. And that is because if you like this, all the more power to you. Great job. I really don't like the taste of chickpea flour, I have learned. So, I actually straight up forget if I'm supposed to use water in this. Let me just look up a reference recipe just so I can look at the ingredients, because I like working off of just an ingredient list and then going off on my own. So it does look like the one thing that I overlooked was I did overlook the liquid alcohol. Now, I imagine that normally you're supposed to use dashi. And I used to have like a giant container and a giant box of dashi. But when I moved, I think I lost it. So we're just gonna use water for now. So this is not going to taste traditional in any sense of the matter, and I am not going to claim that. So let's get some water and then get to mixing some ingredients together. Okay. I don't like this control panel. Can I just close that? Cool. So let's see here. I have about a little, I think maybe a little less than half a head of cabbage. And it's red cabbage at that. So this is just like, I guess we could at this point call this an okonomiyaki inspired dish instead of actually an okonomiyaki dish. So, but isn't that how new recipes are made? You get inspired by places all around the world to make your stuff. And admittedly, this should be rather fast. Let's see. So we got some flour. We're going to add a little bit of water. A little bit of water for now and a bit of floof powder. Hey, Lay! So glad you could stop by today. How are you? I am doing great. Now, as I'm trying to, well, what's this thing? Whoa, that did not mean to do that. I wish there was a way to make the chat itself bigger for YouTube chat, just because it's a little far away and at a weird angle. But yeah, I'm doing great. I am doing great. It feels good to stream. I am taking a liking more and more to this vertical style, so I'm thinking that as much as possible, streaming on the YouTubes on the Wednesday. So, we got some flour, we got some chickpea flour at least, water, got some baking powder. How's your day been so far? It is very good to see you. Wait, no, we are not adding pepper this time. Bad habit of mine, but I am going to add a little nutritional yeast. Now, I think nutritional yeast is something I geeked about on Twitch, but one of the things I like about nutritional yeast is I found it while, you scroll healthy recipes sometimes, and just I look, even though I am not vegetarian or vegan or any of that, I like to be inspired by other areas of culinary expertise. So that is why I learned about nutritional yeast, and I actually like the nutritional value that you could find in this. I'm not using it to imitate any cheese or anything like that. I just like the nutrition that is actually present in here. So I mix these ingredients together. We are going to loosely mix these together, and if it's too dry, add more water. Have you ever had okonomiyaki before? I used to make it a little bit more when I lived slightly closer to an Asian mart, one of the Asian marts around here, because I would like getting the pre-made okonomiyaki flour, because I think that's also supposed to have a type of yam, like a type of yam that's grated, and then it's very, very gelatinous, but then I think that it's dehydrated from that point, so that way when you add the water back in, it gets that nice gloopy glop texture. Love ingredient. Love what ingredient? Nutritional yeast? Okay, I think we have a pretty good, I think we're having a pretty good consistency of batter right here. I'm hoping that will, I saw you post it. Oh, you mean the link? The link on Twitter? Didn't expect it to go out that fast. Or for anyone to notice it for that matter. I'm just here, vibing, doing my own thing. Oh goodness. I just refreshed Twitter and I saw some tea. Yikes. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to catch up on that later. Yeeks. Okay, let's go back to the cooking. Oh, no, the which ingredient is love. Ah, yes. I saw you commented on that one. Let's see here. So we're going to be doing a bunch of things. When do I add the egg? I think I'm supposed to add the egg eventually, too. Did I add the egg to the batter? I think I add the egg to the batter. Let's do that. And hopefully I'm not horribly wrong in this decision. Go. Yeah, I think that was a good question from, I forget who asked the question, because I know Sweaty was the one who clipped it, but I forget who asked. Okay. So we are mixing this together, and if this is out of order, oh well, we're going to have a pretty interesting time. But from what I remember, like all of it gets it's hard watching two VTubers at the same time. Well, no pressure to stay here. I am happy that you came by and said hi. I will enjoy your company. But you know what? Your time is your time and you do you, boo. And you can just keep me on a tap and then just flip back to see what I'm doing. And if you feel a little lost at one point, just drop me a question. Be like, hey, what you doing right now? And I'd be like, okay, this is exactly what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm going to be cutting up the cabbage, which I have red cabbage. And I originally bought red cabbage because I wanted to add some color to my salads. I had a grandiose plan to make some really, really good salads this week. Also, I think that red cabbage is just like really, really pretty. And I think, and it could be my imagination, I don't know if this is accurate in any way, shape, or form, but I think that it does have a slightly different flavor from green cabbage. But either way, the goal of this is to not use up or not buy more things and to use up what I have. So that is why we are going to start cutting up this cabbage. And we're going to use up as much of this cabbage as we can. I see no reason at this point to keep cabbage in its whole form. Go. So we're just going to chop up all the cabbage, and the goal is still to use up as much of this as I can. There we go. Actually, if I remember correctly, I'm not supposed to cut it up too small. So we're going to have a variety of strands here. Use one of these containers. We might end up using 2, maybe 3. Oh, but I should take note of the bigger pieces and actually make those into I don't know why I start to spam heart reactions on live streams. You know what? You go for it. I don't know if that actually shows up on your end. I mean, because clearly all I see is my OBS feed. But I'm glad you like this. That makes me really happy. Okay, so we are cutting these into strands. I need to remember that traditionally, yes, this is supposed to be in strands. And I can at least... Why am I someone at the door? Okay, I will be right back. I'll be right back. I don't know why someone's at the door. Okay, and we are back. It was actually something legitimate for once. I'm not usually used to that. I'm not used to legitimate reasons for a doorbell to ring. So, go. Okay, how am I going to turn this into bands? So we're getting to the point where I'm getting some stem pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to look at the almost star-like pattern that I see here. And we're going to try to cut around that, but these pieces are not going to be nice and strand-like, unfortunately. I'm wondering how, don't know, there was a what? Was a what? Purple kind of them? Yeah! Actually, someone I work with ate purple cabbage on the regular every day. That's just what his mom packed him. Just packed him cabbage to eat when he was at school. And I'm like, oh, interesting childhood. So, I don't see, I'm not familiar with a reason why I shouldn't use some of the stem, but I'm going to chop it up even smaller, at least the stem part, just in case it is harder than the rest of the cabbage. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put this where the nub is up, and we're going to start cutting it like this in an attempt to get those nice cabbage-like strands. There we go. Okay, cool. That's relatively successful. Okay, bamboo shoots. Oh, when was the last time I used bamboo shoots? Those are one of the things where I don't usually have a reason to buy bamboo shoots. But it's not out of the realm of possibility to try to learn how to use them someday. Because my goal is to eventually know how to use every kind of ingredient someday. Because while I never actually plan on being on a legitimate cooking competition, I admire the skills of the people who participate in them. Because you really do need to know how to cook every kind of ingredient they throw at you. Especially on those special challenges ones. I would be, in many instances, I would be so scared to fish paste. I've used shrimp paste before. I forget what I used it for, but it was delicious. And again, the incredibly strong smell of shrimp paste does not bother me, but I have not used fish paste before. I am very, very familiar with fish sauce. Okay, with that, I think that we've cut a really good amount of this. Again, I'm not entirely sure how good of a flavor profile the core does, so we are just going to toss that for now. And this should be enough cabbage to make a few okonomiyaki. Ooh, I think I still have panko too. Did you know there is a tribe called Karen? No. No, is this a setup for a joke? So we're going to pick out a few of these green onions and chop them up. Go. No, I'm serious? Oh, but okay. No, I did not know. Interesting. How did you come across that tidbit of information? You are Karen? So when you say tribe, like what do you specifically mean by that? Okay. Hey, Pats! Thanks for stopping by here. It goes well. I'm just vibing in the vertical format. We are cutting up some green onions, just trying to get all the ingredients prepped so that when we bring the stove over, we can focus purely on the okonomiyaki. It is an ethnic group. Oh, okay. But people keep thinking of it as Karen or Korea. Okay. I mean, I figured it was an ethnic group, but of what origin? Like what continent or country if you're comfortable with that? I do not want to assume. Yeah, Pats, thank you so much for doing your check-in. I really appreciate it. I'm cutting up a substantial amount of green onion because, one, I have a lot of green onion, and two, I'm kind of craving a lot of green onion on my okonomiyaki today. Now, I do probably have less than an hour to make possibly 3 good-sized okonomiyaki. Yeah, probably about... Oh, Burma! Oh, interesting. I actually... someone I knew, and we worked together for a while. He's from Burma. And, yeah, I mean, he's over in the States now, and he's running a business. I don't know how much more I can say, but, yeah. He's a very skilled and motivated person. But along that lines, is there a dish that you would like me to make someday? Can't promise it'll be soon, because my number one priority for my kitchen right now is to use up a bunch of ingredients that have been collected over time. More just specifically over the course of 1 year. Yes, what food? What food would you like me to make one day? Is there a meal that you eat often? I don't think that's enough green onion. Let's chop up more. Slipped a bit there. I guess I got a little careless because I was trying to go fast. Here we go. fish paste. My mom makes it, and we don't use, I don't know how to say it, but we mixed it with rice and eat it with bamboo shoots. Oh, so that's why you were asking about fish paste and bamboo shoots. I will look up if there is a name for that dish, and I will see about making it. I like it when there is a dish that people eat with their family. I think if you search Karen fish paste, it pops up. Okay, I will do that. Not right now because I'm cooking right now, but I will look it up. But thank you for telling me about it. Okay, I think we have cut up all of the small ingredients. So the cabbage, the cabbage and the green onion. So we'll move some things out of the way. I eat it all the I'm gonna guess you're meaning to say you eat it all the time. Oh, that's really nice. Okay. So we're going to move some things around. I will be moving the stove to where the cutting board is now. We eat it with different kinds of vegetables. I imagine it's whichever vegetable is available at the time. I might, not know. What we will do before starting this is I am going to put the cabbage in this batter. You can add spice to it. Oh, I do not do good with spice. Spice hurts me a lot. I like zero spicy. No spicy. No, none at all. So I am now mixing the cabbage in the batter. Is that egg? Egg was put into this. I put 2 eggs into the mixture. I put flour, water, baking powder, egg. And now I am mixing it together so all the cabbage gets covered. But I don't think I have enough batter. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. It's so good with spicy, but okay. Maybe one day I will try it with spicy. But I will try it first without spicy. Unless the only recipes I see are with spicy, which then I'm in trouble. Okay, what I am going to do is cut open this bacon, and then we are going to cook the bacon until... Do I get bigger pan out? But bigger pan... I think, maybe... I know, wait. I know, I will cut the bacon so that it can fit. So I will cut the bacon here. So then the bacon will fit. And then we'll have extra bacon to put on top, and extra bacon is always good. So let me see where I want to cut. I want to cut right here. So I will cut there. I'm turning on the heat. I'll put actually the bacon over here so I can put the cooked bacon on the cutting board. I'm not looking at a recipe right now because I want to remember. So what I think I remember is I'm going to cook the small, I'm going to cook the small bits first. That will, I'm going to cook the small bits that will be the extra toppings. And the pan is not hot enough yet. So there's... I'm trying to remember, there's this one chili oil that I do like the spice of. I think it starts with an S, but I really don't remember it. But I want to say it starts with something. I don't remember. We are cooking the bacon. These bacon ends in the pan first because I want to use the fat from the bacon. I want to use the fat from the bacon to flavor the okonomiyaki. I got 14 subscribers now. Wait a second. Wait. Who's... Aww. I guess some people have seen, like, maybe the tweet or something and decided to subscribe. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, I am going to get chopsticks so I can flip the bacon with the chopsticks. Or I could be lazy and use tongs. Let's use tongs today. This is a little fun starting over. I don't know why I took some oil out. Oil's not needed because we have bacon fat. We love bacon. Now I know I'm supposed to use uncured pork belly or uncured bacon for this, but that's expensive. We're trying to be a little bit economical. When I first saw your profile picture, I thought you were burning something. Ah, you see? I'm burning my whole world down. That would be the most accurate thing to say. Or at least my world is burning. Speaking of burning, on my way to work today in the Dollmobile, I saw a car on fire. And it was actively on fire. It was pulled over to the side of the road. Black smoke was coming out of it and making the road all gray. So I saw that there were big flames and I was like, oh no, that's not good. I almost want to cook the bacon on a higher heat, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to accidentally burn the bacon. So we will be patient with our bacon. Car fire sad. Oh yeah, especially for the person whose car that was. But that was very interesting. And it is not the first, second, or third time I've seen a car on fire. You watch anime? I try to watch anime. I don't have a lot of time to watch anime anymore. I have a lot of things to do, like with Around the Dollhouse, and a lot of projects, and also just trying to live life. I don't get to watch anime a lot. But what I am doing right now is there are two anime that I am watching right now. I am watching Apothecary Diaries and Surgeon Elise. And I really like strong, smart female leads. I can action does not matter as much to me. I can take it or leave it, but I am more interested in the characters and the story than the action. Oh, you watch one of them? Which one? We will give this bacon a few more seconds, and then we'll put it off to the side. So maybe 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's take the bacon off. We're going to add more bacon. It looks like this is getting a little hot. I think I see a little bit of cooking smoke. We're going to try and avoid setting off the fire. The dads still see the mom as beautiful after all these years and how she look now. You're lucky I do know which scene you are talking about, because I already pretty much know the story. And yes, I think that is a beautiful form of love. I have seen it many a time where people do not have a deep love for another person. I have seen, well, I think that a lot of time people mistake lust, passion, and curiosity for love. What the dad says, or how the dad sees the mom, he truly loves her. He loves her soul. He loves her so incredibly deeply, and that is beautiful. I've definitely seen it where people no longer love someone because of a change of an appearance and a change of health. And it really puts into context the phrase death to us part. Or also another phrase, in sickness and in health. I think a lot of people are not mature enough to understand what a life commitment means. And that is sad. So when I see how the dad loves the mom, it's very beautiful. It's very touching. And I think it's something that is very lost nowadays. Man, that was very emotional. I'm going to eat some bacon. Oh, it's so good. I should not have done that. Now I want to eat more bacon. But we will give these also 10 more seconds before taking them off and then moving to the next bit of bacon. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am going to turn off the heat for now because something I want to try is, let's see, how many pieces of bacon do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A friend started to watch anime, so his friends give him one anime to try, but after he finished it, he asked his friends if he gets any more recommendations, but the anime gave him some of the darkest anime. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, I'm going to see if I can do the thing where I can weave bacon together. Okay, so what I have done, and maybe I did this out of order, is I put bacon in a 4 weave on here. So we're going to turn this on, and here. I mean, he gave his friend some of the darkest anime. Oh no. Okay, we're going to use this. I don't think bro will ever watch anime again. No! There's so much good anime out there. Oh, that's so sad. I think I did this wrong. So since I did this one wrong, this one will be mine to eat tonight. I will not get the pretty one. Got to go? Thank you so much for stopping by, Lei. I will look up the fish paste and the rice with the bamboo shoots. I will look it up. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night. Bye. Bye-bye. Hope you have a good stream and good luck. Thank you. I am going to need some luck. Not something I historically have. So what I'm doing here is I am cooking the bacon side first. And that might have been a mistake, because now I don't know if I'll be able to flip over the cabbage well. But we will try. We will try. Hopefully the one side can get somewhat, at least a little crispy. If not, no, if I do that, there will be grease all over the place, and that is not good. I do think the bacon is starting to cook, but now I think I am remembering why the cabbage goes on first. Because you want the cabbage to cook so that it holds together, and then while the bottom is cooking, you put the bacon on top in the pattern. That makes a lot more sense. This is what happens when you try to go off of memory. So, let's see what happens if I try to flip this. It's probably not going to be okay, but we will try. Oh, I almost had something. Almost. Oh well. If at first you don't succeed, figure out why. So what have we learned? Put the cabbage in first. While this other side is cooking, I am going to add more batter. I will try to make more batter in the already existing bowl of cabbage. This might not turn out okay. We'll try. So we are going to add more flour. And more water. And I will get one more egg. Okay, class. Okay, class, today we are exploring how to best cook a VTuber. No, that would be on your stream, Di. See, on my stream, we just figure out new ways to fail. Because I absolutely messed up this mixture. It smells good though. So I don't think I had enough batter on the cabbage. And two, I didn't do cabbage then bacon. I tried to do bacon then cabbage, and that resulted in a mess. But I'm looking forward to like tuning in every now and then for your cheddar biscuits. Cheddar. Okay, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out now. Well, it is cooking, so that's looking okay. Cheese good? Oh yes. Okay. That piece of cabbage actually tastes really good. So what I'm going to do is, because this is probably going to be the worst one, this one's going to be mine. Probably not going to be a long stream, but honestly didn't know what to do this week. You know what? I don't blame you. I'm actually hoping this okonomiyaki stream isn't going to be too long. I have some people who are running right now, like getting their exercise in. And this is supposed to be all of our dinners. So I finished the first one. Now I gotta finish 2 more before they're done with running. Or at least make it so they don't have to wait too long. Bacon. I have a feeling I'm going to get some questions about the doneness of the bacon, considering that okonomiyaki bacon tends to be a little pink on one side, so that'll be fun fielding those questions. But have you done an okonomiyaki stream yet? I think it'd be right up your alley. I mean, other than the fact that this uses a lot of vegetables, and last I checked, you're not a vegetable person. Okay. I don't hate veggies, I don't just have easy access to them at the moment. Wait, really? You like to do the delivery services? Like, you use delivery services, right? Or is it really that hard to get vegetables in your area? I get a Costco delivery like every 5 weeks. Yeah, here's the thing. I live less than a mile away from your traditional grocery store. So I can do my shopping almost daily. Okay, so here is the failed attempt at an okonomiyaki. So I guess I'll just let that cool off to the side. And we'll dress it later. And this time, we're going to add the cabbage mixture first. I don't know why I'm trying to do that with a spoon. That's going to end badly for me. Okay, so one thing we're doing is we're mixing up the batter, because when it sits, the batter tends to settle. And we do want a good, healthy batter so that there is something to bind everything together. And my last one was also probably a little too thick, so I'm thinning this one out. I would have a dedicated delivery for veggies if I cooked with them, and likely twice as I have to make it for the thumbnail. For the thumbnail the week or so before, that would get very expensive. Oh, that is true. That is very true. Although, for me, a lot of times I find I'm trying to make more vegetable-based dishes as a whole, because meat is freaking expensive. Even if I do a Costco thing, I am cursed with liking variety. And also my growing appreciation for vegetables. So wanting to do that, it gets a little more difficult to want to eat the same meat for like 3 weeks straight, which is how long a thing from Costco would last. So I'm debating whether I want to cut the bacon again. I hope this is... I don't really hear this cooking. I do have the heat higher. But I put more flour, more egg. So you would think that hopefully it would hold together. Okay, this one's turning out pretty square. That might be a symptom of me using a square turner like this. I ate a lot of frozen veggies in my diet off stream. Okay, that's very good. At least you're not one of those people who, oh gosh, who was it? Who is it that said they're pretty much allergic to green? I forget. And one of the ways to make this healthier, is I'm using chickpea flour. Gosh, I cannot wait to finish that up. I do not want to keep this bag for more than I need to. Ooh, I just made a turkey sauce with lots of green beans. Oh gosh, where did I have some really good green beans lately? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember where I had the green beans. Let's top this with the next round of bacon. Okay. And of course, we're a little fancy schmancy pants over here sometimes, so we are going to do a weave. So, just a little bit of a weave. There we go. There we go. This is turning out a lot better already. I'm just going to pat that on down. Let's hear. By the way, why don't you have a description? Is this another test stream? I got back from work because apparently... I got back from work late because apparently there was a high-speed criminal chase on the highway, and then they caught the guy, but they had to, like, arrest the guy and do all that stuff, so they closed down most of the highway except for one lane. And there was one part where I was just straight up stopped. And I'm just like, come on, what's going on? It was backed up for miles. So, by the time I got to the grocery store, got the 2 ingredients I needed, got back, and then I had to do a lot of resetting for the YouTube stream, because the way I had it before, it wasn't interchangeable between my Twitch and my YouTube setup. So I was like, okay, you know what? I can't waste any more time. I'm hungry. I also got people to feed, so we're just gonna start. So hopefully this didn't cook. Ooh! Ooh! Look at that! Look at that! We got a nice layer on the bottom. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Eee. So yeah, it comes down to time. I didn't even know I was making okonomiyaki until I was debating about it at work of what I'm going to make. I originally thought I was going to make a creamy Tuscan pasta, which I might still make next week, because those ingredients are, yeah. Just make a new profile / scenes in OBS if that's what you mean. So I do, but specifically, my chroma key settings, my cropping settings, they were all for if I literally turned my camera this way. And I realized that I don't want to do that. It's going to end up cropped anyway. Yes, we lose, well, we don't really lose it, but we get a different perspective when the camera's like this instead of this. And I was thinking, I need to just make it so my YouTube is just the cropped version of this. Because there really is no reason to do it. So I just hadn't been able to change my settings. I had a lot to do, so that's why there's no description. But yes, I ready to have all the new profile and scenes going. So we're just gonna get a little better every time. A little better every time. If I hold myself to the standards of perfection, yeah. Yeah, I'm never gonna stream if I do that. So, I do what I can. That's all. That's always the case. I have a song stuck in my head right now, and it is relentless. What sucks is that I have not watched the anime where this is from. It is an incredibly popular anime, but I have a cover of the theme song stuck in my head. So tell me if you've heard of this cover, or you just recognize the tune. Da 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 da. I'm falling down into my shadow, failing to control my breath as I embrace the deadly night. If you are scared, never show it in your eyes. Beware those pumpkin carriages, 'cause all the witches see right through your lies. See you in your dreams, yeah, baby. I'll still be there if it's a nightmare. Very blue for you, I'd steal the stars and lay them at our feet, so we could own the night like paper moon. So, yeah, that has been horrendously stuck in my head all day. And just that part too. It doesn't go anywhere past that part. Just that part is stuck in my head. Okay, so I'm gonna get another plate because I think the other side is pretty much done cooking. And we're going to do the thing with the chopsticks so that the bottom stays crispy. Here we go. So, got 2 chopsticks. No space to put it down, so I guess we're just doing this with one hand. Okay, let's see if this works, and boom! Well, that didn't work out at all. Okay. That's fine. But this okonomiyaki looks absolutely delicious. Like that is very nice. So got that one, even though the bottom will be a little soggy, but oh well. So we got one more to make. There we go. Also, Dai, I need to congratulate you. Like, look at you. You're like moving fast. Soon enough, you're gonna catch up to like Hayate or something. And I think Hayate has been streaming about as long as us. But Hayate's been on YouTube from the start. So we got our last okonomiyaki. Going to flatten this out. There we go. Great. So we got that cooking. The heat is going to hopefully rise a bit through the bottom. We want the heat to rise. To rise. And we're going to lay the bacon down as well during this time. So maybe it's just easier if I do this either clockwise or counterclockwise. Right now I am working in a counterclockwise position. So here we go. And then last one. This one has to go under. Here we go. So under and over. And with that, we now have a very basic weave for all three of the okonomiyaki. Oh man, this turned out perfectly, because if this was just two, this would have been like really awkward because there was definitely enough ingredients for a third. It could have just ended up as lunch tomorrow, but I'm lucky enough to have 2 people over today. So we're just gonna let this cook. And then for toppings, I have my slew of green onions. I actually have official okonomi sauce. I've had this for like a little bit. That's fine. Got some fresh Kewpie mayo here. I actually think that we can take off the... I think we can take off the seal now. There we go. So we'll be topping this with green onions, okonomi sauce, Kewpie mayo, and nori tamago furikake. And then for me, I'm going to also top mine off with a little bit of nutritional yeast because I like getting more nutrition in. So I wish that I had a more was more in tune with the ingredients sometimes, because one of the things that I actually really want out of this is I want the heat to rise so that it does at least get to the top layer in some way, shape, or form. And that means I don't want the top to be incredibly gloopy, runny. I would like the entire piece to be one cohesive piece during, or by the time I flip. I don't expect the bacon to stay on there. I don't expect that much heat to get there so that the bacon can start adhering. That doesn't seem realistic. I can still press this down a little bit. That's probably not going to happen. So, funny story, at least funny for me, and also slightly frustrating. At work, I recorded someone to make content for work, and this person, their voice is so familiar, so incredibly familiar, and I don't know why. I am racking my brain. I'm thinking, is this person also a VTuber? Why do I recognize their voice? And as I took the footage back to my office to start editing it together, I've been playing it on loop, just trying to go through my mind of why does this voice sound so familiar? Wait. Okay, I think I know who I might look up to see if it's the same voice. But does that ever happen? You listen to someone's voice and you go, this is ringing all the bells in my head. This is way too familiar for comfort. That's what's happening to me right now. Okay, and we got the final flip. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah! Look at that. We got some nice colorage on here. We got some of the lighter parts around the edge, but that's just because the entire pan does not heat up. The heat still concentrates in the middle as much as we would like it. Otherwise, the heat's still there. So we got most of the browning here, but all the outside is still cooked. Yeah, that's exciting. Nice public works outside right now. It's like nighttime. What are they doing? Yeah, I will find out who this person reminds me of. They did really well in front of the camera, though. And they took my directions well. But, that voice. That voice. Why? Yeah. Oh, I should have brought, like, a snippet of that home. Not to play. I can't do that, because when that content eventually goes out, I cannot risk that being tracked back to me. But I should have brought that clip home so I could, like, analyze it at home. Meh. Okay, when the sizzling stops, that's when I'm going to stop this. We will dress my my very, very bad okonomiyaki. And then if I get permission to dress the other ones in the way that I think would be visually appealing, then we will dress that. But I think that we have about a minute left on this cooking. So we're kind of nearing the end here. Probably be done in about 5-ish minutes. So yeah, just a super nice quick stream, making a nice quick dinner. Once again showing that dinner doesn't have to be incredibly difficult. That if you're not trying to talk your head off for over an hour, there are meals that you can make for multiple people right quick. And I think we are very close to the sizzling being done. And most of the sizzle is done. So let me get the plate, and we will put this last one on there. Okay, let's see how this one turned out. Nope, that's not working. That's not gonna work. Oh, okay. Let's just do this version instead. Just a nice whoop. Hey, isn't that one adorable too? Well, that one turned out super duper cute. We are going to set that over to the side, and now that I don't have to worry about bacon grease getting everywhere, we will be taking the gloves off. and we're going to dress my okonomiyaki. So, first things first, we are going to get the okonomi sauce, and we're just going to drizzle it like so. Next, we're going to get the mayo, and we will also drizzle it like so, but in the opposite direction. Of course, when you dress your own okonomiyaki, you are free to use as much or as little as you'd like. So next, I'm going to just loosely put a nice little stack of green onions on top, and then finish it off with my nori tamago furikake. So give that a nice little sprinkle. And there we go. We have okonomiyaki. I forgot how much I really do adore this. Honestly, I might make it again on Twitch, just because the ingredients are, one, not expensive. Two, this seems like still a very convenient way for me to still use the chickpea flour, unless I still taste chickpeas and it's very unbearable for me, which then we'll just be back to square one and using up this darn flour. But as much as I talk about Sunday streams, there will not be a Sunday stream on Twitch. That is because I am gone this weekend. I'm gonna have, hopefully, the first nice, relaxing weekend in a while. Here's to hoping I will tell all of y'all about that next week, next time on next time on the isn't that a TV show? Next time on Doll's Cooking Adventures. Yep, that's generic enough. We will Actually, yeah, next time we're going to do the creamy Tuscan chicken pasta. A nice classic. I'm craving something relatively creamy lately because I just like dairy. There's nothing else around that. So, I got nothing else for now. I can't do any of those rating features because we are just beginning on this platform. It's fine. But I will wish that you have a wonderful night, rest of your day, rest of your week, rest of your weekend. Rest up, eat well, and until next time, do widzenia.